This is part 2 of What Magic Do You Possess? Pick a card. Pile 2 on the other video cut off, so this is the second half of Pile 2 and Pile 3. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Follow through. You don't give up. You're very determined. You don't let things get you down. I feel like you set your sights on the prize and it's like you focus in until you get there. You don't let anything deter you. You have this like unwavering willpower, and that is a magic in itself, because a lot of people give up. A lot of people count themselves out. A lot of people don't even try. A lot of people are scared to fail, scared to look stupid, scared to put themselves out there. And you know what? It is like a superpower to actually believe in yourself, to actually bet on yourself, to actually invest in yourself, to actually follow your dreams. That sounds so cheesy. Following your passions. You really know your place in the world. You're not afraid to pursue it. You're not afraid to show it. You're not afraid to claim it. And this is a magic in itself, because you're resonating with this authentic energy. You're cultivating this true you. I feel like you're getting to know your higher self and letting that version of you kind of take the lead. You don't want to be walking in your ego. You don't want to be walking in like superficial, kind of lower energy type things like gossip. And I mean, I'm just laughing because I just did a gossip video. We all do gossip to some extent. And even if you don't, even if you're good, people gossip about you. So that's why I still do those readings. But anyway, curiosity. But that kind of stuff, like hating, gossip, jealousy, whatever, lying, dishonesty, those kind of things are low vibing because they're not authentic. They take some kind of manipulation, some kind of control, and they can't just stand on their own in their own truth. So you're getting to know your higher self, you're getting to know your authentic self, and you're not afraid to show it. You're not afraid to display it, be yourself. Talk about who you are, present as who you want to present, maybe like your aesthetic, gender, for some of you, just your aesthetic. Stop, drop, and ground. Oh, some of you like to plant, and some of you are earth signs. You might do earth magic. You might feel naturally connected to the earth and earth elements, like water, fire, air, and dirt. Is that what I'm trying to say? Like literal earth. Some of you, I feel like you have like a natural ability to like make things grow. So maybe you use like plant magic in your rituals. Maybe you use like herbs and natural things from the earth. Maybe you use dirt from like holy places or the graveyard, or like somewhere sacred, or somewhere meaningful to you, or I don't know, like all sorts of material, anything that like any kind of natural material that you could like gather or use. I'm too tired to think of examples, guys. I'm sorry. I was thinking like wood and leaves and stones and whatever. This is very important to you. Like you take your magic seriously. You like connecting to the earth. You like feeling connected to Mother Earth. Maybe that's part of your belief system. Maybe you just believe in taking care of the planet. You might be like conscious about the products you use so they don't like poison our waters and our earth. Maybe you don't like using harsh chemicals in your yard. Maybe you, I don't know, you just want to be very natural and very like attuned with the earth. You don't want to hurt the earth or pollute the earth in any way. Stop and drop to the ground. If you're ever in a fire, get on the ground. I feel like you have to get under the smoke. I don't know if this is a literal message, like a warning. For some of you, this might be a warning, like you're going to be in a fire and you need to know this. If you're caught in a fire, like get on the ground, get low. That's where there's oxygen, get under the smoke, because you don't want to inhale it. That can take you out itself before you even escape the building. So get low and get out of the building fast so you don't get in the smoke inhalation in your lungs. Like I think you can even like burn your lungs if the smoke is hot enough. I don't know, it's crazy in like big fires. This could also just be like a spiritual thing. Maybe you're like ducking under the smoke. Like maybe the spiritual, the veil is thin right now. The spiritual battle is crazy with the election and the world and everything going on. It's like maybe you're just like crawling under the smoke. Like the vision, I'm seeing like a soldier like crawling under, or like a fireman, like crawling under the smoke in this crazy scene. And you're okay because you're smart enough to know how to maneuver around it, how to maneuver around these blows, these attacks, whether they're literal or spiritual. Like maybe you're a survival goddess. goddess guide. Maybe just know, like maybe you're a Boy Scout, Girl Scout, maybe just know wildlife, wild living tips, camping, living outdoors, nomad stuff, survival tips, that kind of thing. You might know a lot of stuff about like surviving off the land, and you could like keep yourself alive. I feel like you could wander in the woods and keep yourself alive for like months. Like you're just Mr. or Mrs. MacGyver. Like you could just figure it out. You'd be like making your own fires, and you'd be like hunting your own game. Like you'd be fine. You'd be like Hunger Games out there, but instead of you wouldn't have to run from anybody, you'd just be living. This is a magic because the earth holds magic. The earth holds its own energy, and you utilize this. You work with it. You're one and one with it. Indigenous. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, so this might be part of your practice. Like you just are very one with the earth, maybe very one with Mother Nature. But that makes sense with the indigenous. This just might be part of your lifestyle, your culture, your belief system. Shift the way to new potential. Yeah, you're a forward thinker person. You want to move the world forward, improve people's lives, and make a difference. I feel like in humanity, you're a change maker. You're a culture shifter. You might have strong Aquarius as well. I just throw those out there. Those don't have to land, you guys. Just in any reading on any tarot channel, just take what lands, okay? Don't like bend your brain and upset yourself if something doesn't fit. It's okay. It's that part of the message is not for you. It's okay. Shift the way to new potential. Number 11 might be significant to you. Somebody might like have a sacred geometry tattoo. Maybe you draw like runes or symbols in your magical practices, maybe like around your house, around your room to protect your space, maybe even on your body. It's like instead of maybe, this is interesting, instead of like, you're not a politician, you're not a cop, you're not a lawyer, you're not a teacher, you're not like I mean, you might be. I'm just saying, instead of trying to work your magic through these like practical avenues, I feel like you go to the spiritual world. You fight your battles spiritually is what I'm getting. Some of you are like spiritual teachers, spiritual leaders, shamans, practitioner of that kind. Fast forward, one step ahead is all you need. See, yeah, you are like, okay, you might be like a part of the collective that's here to shift us into like the new earth, or like, I mean, basically it's just kind of trying to heal that sounds all woo-woo, right? But it's just basically like trying to heal the energy on the planet. Like it's been overwhelmingly masculine in war and corruption and policy and this and this and this and it's just, that is masculine energy. Sometimes it's too much, you know? And it's like, we're shifting over and swinging the pendulum back over to the feminine. And we can't forget like love. We can't forget compassion. We can't forget the heart. We can't forget each other. We can't forget the earth. We can't forget where we came from, our roots, and what really matters. General ways that humans have operated that are just not healthy for us, for our spirit, holistically, or for humanity, or for the earth. So we're trying to kind of alchemize and heal all of that and bring it back together, then have it have such odds with each other, you know? Heal the energy in the collective collaboration of souls. See, you are here to heal humanity. Pile 2, your energy is sacred. Your energy is indigenous. This is your land. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to move the collective. It's mass energy. I'm talking about the universal. It's the idea of like universal law that we're all one. We're all kind of interconnected through the soul. Like we're made of dirt. The earth's made of dirt. You're made of the same things I'm made of. I'm made of the same things you're made of. That kind of thing. Like healing humanity. It's very like Rastafarian. It's very Bob Marley. It's very one love. It's very peace, love, and happiness. It's very let's all come together. It's very, I always say, love is my religion, humanity is my family. But I like that philosophy. I like not putting too many labels on things. I like not controlling your fellow man. I like the idea of being a family and taking care of each other. Whatever it is, in little ways, in big ways, in everyday life, in big disasters like the hurricane. If it's like as small as like holding a door for someone, or helping them pop their umbrella when it's raining, or smiling them when you walk down the street. I feel like that energy can kind of like transfer. Like if you if you yell at someone, then they might get pissed off and then go yell at someone else, and then that person might get pissed off and go yell at someone else. It can like trickle down. It can like domino. This is what I was trying to say. Oh my god, the domino effect, not the snowball. But you can do that in a positive way too. There's ways to like pay it forward or be a good person or help out your fellow man, and that kind of positive energy also dominoes, and then they're in a good mood and they might go do something nice for the next person, and then that person's, you know, it can escalate that in a good way or in a bad way, and you like controlling this energy, you like participating in it, and you like moving the collective towards healing and towards facing issues of our past and reconciling them now. And the governments did a pretty good job of kind of masking some of this corruption, and humanity is fighting back. And I feel like Pile 2, you're a big part of this. Like, you're a key player. Your energy is very strong. Your energy is very commanding. And you're fighting spiritual battles is what I'm thinking. Or your energy is just so magnetic and magical that it inspires the people around you to fight the good fight. Inspires the people around you to pursue their dreams, to be good people. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're not trying to do any harm. You don't sit and plot revenge. You don't hate people. You don't compete with people. You don't hold any grudges. You don't have any, like, I don't know, I feel like you really don't have any like ill will towards other people. And even if you like have moments where you're mad, you get over it. I feel like you forgive people, you move on, you let it go. You know how to process your emotions. You feel your emotions. You're not afraid. You're not ashamed to. Meant to be. This is on purpose. This is by design. You are supposed to be this person, operate this way, because it is part of your destiny and part of the path that you're pursuing. Your purpose here. Whether you want to say it's like your soul contract that you agreed to, whether you want to say like it's your divine mission from God, whether you want to say it's written in your DNA, whether you want to say it's your free will, whether you want to say it's all chaos and random and you just are making these choices, it doesn't matter. You have this magic of trying to unify, oh my god, it sounds really cheesy, but like the world, like it's like world peace, okay? Like, you just want world peace, okay? And that sounds crazy, but it's a good concept. You don't believe in war. You don't want people to blow people up. You don't really like conflict. You just want to live and let live, unless people are hurting people. There's like basic rules, I think, to your ideas of humanity, but that's all I have for you, Pile 2. You're a badass. You're here for a purpose. You are going to make changes. You're meant to be this way. You're determined. You're very magical. I feel like you're unstoppable, Pile 2s. People just need to get out of your way. But I don't feel like you do this in a forceful way. You're like a Bob Marley, okay? He was like smoking weed and writing songs and playing guitar. Half the time he was like barefoot. And that dude made some like crazy changes. He like brought together world leaders. He stopped conflicts that were happening in other countries. Like, he did like concerts and they literally like stopped I don't think it was a war, but maybe it was like a small war or something like that. But literally, he brought like enemies together. He brought like world leaders together that had opposing views. Like, he had a way of bringing, you should watch his documentary. It's so good. It's so good. The movie that came out about him, freaking love him. I could talk about him all day. But anyway, it's like that. You're a badass. Bye, Pile 2. Good night. Thanks for watching. Keep being a badass, keep changing the world, and I'll see you in the next reading. This is Pile 3. This is Psychic Renegade Tarot. This is your reading on what magic do you possess. So you're very honest. You tell it like it is. You are no BS. You have a bullshit detector. Like, I feel like you can see bullshit a mile away, Pile 3. You just know. You can smell it on them. I feel like you're like a what is it, the bloodhounds, that like those dogs with the really strong noses and the big ears that like, I'm thinking of like a cartoon, but when you're on the scent, it's like you can't break it. You know when someone's lying. You know when people are trying to be deceptive. You can see through people in this way. But you also, I think it's because you carry yourself in a very honest, authentic way. You don't really lie. I feel like maybe only like little white lies to like save people's feelings if it's something trivial that they can't change, or I don't know. Maybe not, but the truth, Ace of Swords, maybe you don't. Okay. Oh, maybe you don't. Okay, so like an example I was thinking of is like your friend is like, is this outfit cute or does this dress look good on me? I feel like you don't lie to them. You're like, you know what? No, this one's cuter. Like, you're honest. You give your friends and your acquaintances and people you know honest feedback. You don't BS them. You don't blow smoke up their ass. You tell it like it is, but you're not like mean about it. Look at Page of Swords. You might talk for a living. You might be like a radio host, a podcaster, a YouTuber. I mean, even if you're online in any kind of way or broadcasting, or it could be like a news anchor, journalist. You speak in any kind of capacity. You infiltrate magic into this. I feel like both of these are air signs. You're very good at communicating. You're very precise in your word choice, in the way you convey things. You say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you know how to say it, and you say it how you want to say it, and you say what you want to say to who you want to say. You know what you're doing. You're not one to get into debate with, for sure. You can handle anything. People are like, how much can you take on? How much can you do? I feel like you get teased. Like, people are like, are you Superman? Are you Wonder Woman? Like, you might outwork people around you. You might just have a lot of energy. You might have a lot of drive. This is a magical side of you because you use it to your benefit. You use it to get recognized. You use it to manifest. You use it to get the things you want. You use it to accomplish goals. You use it to get jobs. You use it to make friends. You use it, I don't know, you have a determination. Things don't faze you. You don't get intimidated easily. You're not dissuaded by things. You're not put off. Even like friendly competition, you might like peep it. You're like, whatever. You don't care. You have an iron thick skin is what I'm hearing. You don't let things get to you. Let things penetrate the soft innards of you. Like, you have a little protective shell around you. I'm getting Cancer energy. Like, you're very soft on the inner side, but you have strong boundaries. Maybe you have strong boundaries because you're so soft on the inside is what I'm getting. Pile 3. 7 of Swords. What did I say about your bullshit detector? You might be like an actual detective. You might be a cop. You could be an investigator. You could be a psychic investigator. Maybe you do true crime content. Maybe you're like a neighborhood watch and you keep an eye on the neighborhood, and if anything goes down, you're like the little detective in the neighborhood. Maybe you are just very keen. You're very keen on things. Like, you notice things, you pick up things, you notice little details. People can't get anything past you with this air energy. Pile 3 cannot get anything past you, and this is magic because it makes you like invincible. You always see things coming. You're always one step ahead. You always peep your opponent's move before they even know that that's their move. If you know how to outwit people, you know how to outsmart people, you know how to play the game. So it's like, I feel like you're out of the matrix, but maybe you know how to still manipulate the matrix to get what you want or to get the outcomes you want. You're clever, Pile 3, and this is magical because I mean, it's like AI having so much potential because it can think so fast. You have a lot of power and potential because you have so much mental capacity to manifest and visualize the things you want, to see them into fruition, to visualize those things happening, all of the above. So you can use this in good and bad ways. Not manipulative. I don't think you're manipulative. Like, you can peep bad things in others. Shift the energy for yourself here because you see things coming. Like I said, you know how to always see the brighter side of life. So the 4 cups is like, traditionally he's like disappointed and he's not seeing this cup here that's like being offered to him. He's focused on something in the past or something that went wrong. I feel like it's both. You've like alchemized this energy of this card here. It's like, you can acknowledge what happened in the past. You can acknowledge your past traumas, your childhood, your breakups, your whatever, fill in the blank. It could be a million different things that people would go through, or say it's like something they had to like go through or experience. It's like you recognize that's a piece of you, that's a part of you, that's a part of your story, that's a part of the reason you are who you are, but you don't adopt it, you don't identify with that energy. You know good things are coming in for you, Pile 3, and it's like part of your magic is being able to, I'm getting like the visual of like the horses at the racehorse when they put those like blinders on their eye. I don't know what they're called. They're these little like patches that they put on the horses that they can only see forward and they can't see out their peripheral or something like that. It helps. I can't remember if they put it on the horses when they're racing or if it's just when they're like walking around so they don't get spooked. I think it's when they're racing. But if you're like a jockey or you know anything about horse racing, comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what those are called, but that's a visual I'm getting. Tunnel vision. It's like building could be blowing up on your right, blowing up on your left. Everything could be going chaotically, and it's like you're still walking forward. You're still pursuing your goals. You're still pursuing your passions. You just like walk right through the fire and it like nothing happened. It's like a scene from like a movie, like where the like hero like comes out of the explosion untouched and their clothes aren't even burned and they're totally fine. It's kind of like that. Like you have this like magical ability just to get through freaking anything. Like with the 10 of Wands, like you see things coming. You're just like a jack of all trades. You're like a MacGyver. It's like you just like roll with the punches. You can get through life. You can roll up your sleeves and figure it out. Nothing's gonna stop you. If you put your mind to something, it's just gonna happen. Maybe you have Taurus energy. They're just the most stubborn sign I can think of. Fixed earth, you know what I mean? No hate. I love Tauruses. I have a Taurus nephew. I dated a Taurus before. I love Taurus energy. I love those. And I'm just saying. I'm just teasing. I roast myself too. Don't be mad. That wasn't even a roast. I'm just being literal. I'm just being honest. Ace of Swords. You dig your heels in and you're determined. And if you put your mind to something, that's going to happen. That's it. You're not going to give up on something if you know it's meant for you, if you know it's something you want to do, if you know it's something for the good of people, if you feel like justified, like it just needs to be something that happens, or we need this business to be something that happens on this earth because it would benefit these people or something like that. Like you think about the greater impact and not just your own. You invest towards the future. You're also good at strategy. You use your mental capacity to strategize so you know what to invest in. You make wise decisions and calculated moves because you know what you're doing. You know where to go. You have all the information. You have all the insider knowledge. You have all the expertise. This ain't your first rodeo. You've been through this before. You've studied most of your life. You know these things. You know what you're doing. You know your belief system. You might be an expert in your field. What do you have to do to be an expert in your field? You have to be in something 20 years? What's the rule? I don't remember. Like if you're a master at something, if you've been in it 10 years and you're an expert, if you've been in it 20. Did I just make that up? I don't know. Is that true? Let me know. If you're really good at things and you don't give up, like if you want to learn a specific skill set or you want to learn a new language or whatever, you move to a new city and you want to learn the area, like you can pick things up fast. And this is a superpower because people can't even keep up with you. They can't keep up with you mentally, intellectually. You're very smart and wise beyond your years. Maybe the Hanged Man. You're not afraid to like take time out to develop yourself spiritually. You're not afraid to protect your energy when necessary by kind of holding back socially or from certain people you get bad vibes with. Maybe you regularly recharge and give yourself alone time or take like spiritual baths or like cozy in and make yourself some tea. Read some things that you're researching or a good novel or whatever. Maybe you have the time and space to take time for yourself. I feel like you're doing some kind of self-reflection. You're putting yourself in this position. You're putting yourself in this kind of isolation mode because you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to level up. You know when to put yourself kind of in timeout, so to speak. You know when to pull yourself out of the mix because you need to work on your own energy or you need to alchemize something or you need to, you're going to channel something or, you're going to like, something's going to come up that you need to work on, whatever. Priestess, your intuition is on fire. Connected to goddesses. You're very spiritual. Your magic is some of your connections to the divine, some of your natural abilities spirits are attracted to and they want to work with you. Even energies in the universe I'm hearing, even beings we don't know about I'm hearing, even maybe alien life forms we don't know about I'm hearing. Ooh, it just felt like a weird feeling when I said that. Also, you might be very educated and studied, how she's holding a scripture or textbook or book right here. Not only are you intellectual, you're also educated. So you're a double threat. And you also have a natural ability to communicate these thoughts, so you're a triple threat. Judgment, you might be a natural judge. You might be a karmic person in the sense that you're supposed to bring karma into people's lives, or issue karma. You might be like a karmic judge that God uses to put in people's lives to see how they're going to react to you. And if they act poorly, then God judges them, and if they act nice, then they get blessed. You know how like they say like I'm not saying you're so important. You're just a test that God puts in their way. Like angels, when you see like an angel, it's like a test. They say like homeless person. You might see a homeless person and you think it's just a bum, and you pass them by and you're mean to them, and it's like maybe that person was actually an angel and sent to test you to see if you were going to be giving or gracious or generous and give to them. It's like God's testing you. So it's like, are you going to reach out and help the most vulnerable that need you? And this could be in small ways and big ways, actually volunteering, actually protesting, being there for your neighbors, being there for your family, friends, humanity. Yeah, you're a natural judge. Like you're a karmic judge. Like, I don't know, you have some kind of authority, or God just puts you there because you look unassuming. He uses you to test people. Oh, he puts you in people's lives to test people, to see how they're gonna move. So, I don't know. Some part of you figures, I don't even know if you know this is happening. Maybe you don't figure it out, but everyone around you knows that this is happening, I think. Maybe other people see it more than you do. Maybe you see it in like hindsight. You look back at a situation and you're like, oh, that's why that happened, or that was meant to happen. You might influence people in your everyday life. King of Cups. Despite all this, despite being wicked smart, despite being unwavering in your willpower and your determination and your drive, you still have passion, you still have empathy, you're still heart-led. Your divine feminine is healthy, is thriving, or your divine masculine. The loving part of yourself is activated. I feel like you're healing. I don't think you're 100% healed. You're healing wounds, but it's like this energy is already spilling over to other people. You are healing humanity. You are helping the collective by healing your own energy. It's raising the vibration and it's helping others heal. Fight the good fight. When you pursue your dreams, when you raise the vibration, when you're standing up for equality, when you're in the thick of this spirituality kind of stuff, to raise the vibration, it reflects to other people. This is your purpose. This is why you're here. This is why you're such a good communicator. You're supposed to like present these ideas and share your experiences and inspire other people to do the same. It's like you're a lead by example kind of person. You're not all talk. You do what you say and you say what you do, and you lead by example. You show up on time, you speak your mind, you set your boundaries, you can like command a room, you can lead a group, you can manage people respectfully. It's like you know how to handle people, you know how to talk to different people. Not everybody's the same. It's like you show everyone the same level of respect, but you don't treat everyone the same because not everyone's the same. So with some people you're stern, with some people you're soft, because people handle energies differently and you understand that. But you're always respectful. I feel like you're even respectful to bums on the street. Like you're not a cruel person, you're not a mean person, you don't have a mean bone in your body. I mean, everyone's human. You might make fun of people sometimes, or gossip sometimes, or whatever, jokes on, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like a saint, you're not you're not perfect, but you're a good soul and you try to be, and this makes you magical because it's like the vibration is higher, so it's more pure when you're trying to help people than when you're trying to like combat people, fight people, steal from people, trick people, manipulate people. Like those are lower vibes and it brings people down. You're trying to raise people up and be like, there's a better way to do this. I feel like you're an influencer of some kind or a leader in this kind of cultural shift. So you're getting your hands dirty, pile 3, and you're not afraid to. I think you like speaking up. I think you like defending people. So you might be an air sign, you might be a Sag. What are other protective signs? Leo's pretty protective too. Aries also can pop off on people. The fire signs are pretty protective of their loved ones. But yeah, you guys, I'm getting really sleepy. I'm getting tired, and I don't want to start mumbling and also not making sense because I literally feel my brain starting to shut down. So I love you for being here. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if this resonated at all, you guys. And if you want to work with me, if you need a personal reading, just DM me or email me. We'll set that up. That's it. Good night. Thank you for watching. I am going to bed. It is so late. Take care. I will see you in my next reading, you guys.